Well, we got this thing going, kids. Some of you don't know what it is. Yes, I know it's a lawnmower, smart Alex. But this is a two-stroke lawnmower. It's not the typical four-stroke where you got to put oil in and change the oil. This is gas and oil mix. A lot like in your leaf blowers and weed whackers. But this is an actual lawnmower. So, and yes, the company is Lawn Boy, as you can see. This is around 1990, 1991. I had one just like this as a kid. I mean, almost the exact. Minus, the wheels. That's okay. So the problem with this was the ignition coil was actually, shot. What the ignition coil does when you pull this handle, and I'm not going to right now because I have the brake on, it spins the flywheel, and there's these magnets that actually get really close in contact with the ignition coil, which create an electrical current, which goes through a coil inside, takes the current to the spark plug, and there goes your spark plug to fire. These are called two-strokers, as I call it, because the spark plug actually fires every other stroke. There's four-stroke, and there's two-stroke. Four-stroke, the piston intakes, and that looks weird. The piston intakes the gas oil mix in the combustion chamber. The second stroke, it presses all the gas and fuel mix, to the spark plug. The spark plug fires on the third one, giving you your power. And then the fourth one is where your exhaust goes, the exhaust valve. This, on the other hand, every other. And you don't need an oil change because you mix gas and oil together. They don't make these anymore, by the way, because EPA regulations, of course, and Toro bought them out probably in the early 2000s. So you could still find four-stroke lawn boys in stores, but not two-stroke like this. I don't know why they have the staggered wheel, but this model actually, L21ZPNC is the model number, actually has a metal carburetor underneath instead of a plastic one like most lawn boys do. Shall we give her a try? I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I might have to hold the camera really weird for a sec. And there we go. And of course I always shut the gas valve off, so that way I can keep the carburetor with a little extra life in it. Even though carburetors on this thing are not that expensive. Back to the warehouse we go. I'm keeping this, by the way. Yeah, that's awesome. If you like what you see, please give me a like and subscribe. I'm actually going to get some green paint on it. It needs a little bit of a paint job, and I'm actually going to get the right plate for it right here. I don't want the easy mulch. I actually want the grass to shoot out that way. Oh, what I was talking about, there's the smoker, everyone. The ignition coil, what I was talking about, and I don't want to reveal my name because I have my medical card in here. Is this is an ignition coil. This is probably original. As you can see, the part number, you can find aftermarket ones of these online pretty cheap. That's what I did with this. I'm not using this commercially. I'm not selling it to anybody. I'm going to keep it for myself. And sometimes the tank on the top, it's very easy to replace. Usually it starts leaking over time underneath, and you can get a new tank for $20-30, which isn't that bad. And I know my buddy probably has one somewhere in his shop. He can probably just give me it. So anyway, we got the lawn boy running. I don't care if it's non-EPA. It's not. I don't care. Yeah. But until then, until I get another junk mower either to sell or trade. Yeah, see it says set gap to 0.010. Usually when you want to set these in their corrective spot, say if I'm putting it right here, and the flywheel would be over here, you want to get, I use a business card which is like right in this gap, so that way it's just like barely not even touching it. It's like so close. But that's my trick. That's my trick to using when I replace ignition coils. This or Briggs. Tecumseh not so much. I hate working on Tecumseh engines. They're garbage, in my opinion. Some people like them. The older ones, sure. I'll do the older Tecumsehs, but not the newer ones. And until then, when I find a new trash find, I will keep you updated. Stay mowing.